All right, man. So let's talk about this.
What's up?
Gambling and trying to win with money.
You know, coming from, my family's from Louisiana. And so
okay.
everybody gambles, right? They gamble just for fun. They sit there and, it's just I don't know why they do it. It's just a waste of money. You're putting money into a slot machine, pressing the button. You see the colors go everywhere. You get connection of lines. And sometimes you hit, sometimes you don't. But at the end of the day, whatever, you have to assess what you want to spend, what you want to risk. And if it's for pleasure, then I don't see the problem with that. The problem is when you start becoming addicted to it. And I know you have some great points about that.
Well, that's the thing, right? Nobody goes into gambling saying, I want to be addicted.
Right.
So those lines are always blurred. And there's also some, personal things that can tie into why somebody will be addicted to gambling versus others. Because, I can tell you, when I go to Las Vegas, I'll go play some blackjack. I enjoy that, but my mindset is like, I look at it like I'm going to Dave & Buster's. I bring $100 and I say, I'm not even looking to walk away with this $100, but once this $100 is spent, I'm leaving.
Right.
So I don't even go in with the intention to win. I just go in to have fun and play. But some people, they like that rush of high stakes gambling, and research has shown that they say it's like similar to taking like a hit of a drug.
Wow.
While sitting at that table and putting all that money on the line, whether you're playing poker or blackjack. Here's the thing. If you want to win money, if you want to become a millionaire one day, you're not going to get to it by gambling.
Not at all.
You're not going to get to it by gambling. And I'm going to go even a bit further. Let's talk about the poor tax. Because this is a form of legalized gambling.
Okay. What you got?
Lotto.
Oh, okay. Man, look, I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't do much gambling, and I don't do much of the lotto. I think it's a scam. I feel like the casino is also a scam. They don't want you to win. They just want to make money. They load you up with free drinks, right? And they bring it to your table. Everybody has cigars and they're smoking cigarettes, and it's a cool environment. But really, they're just trying to get you to put more money into that machine or onto that table. And then I also think that they have scams where you're sitting at the table and you have a couple trying to egg you on to make different plays, like, yeah, go ahead and hit that. Don't hit that.
That's not legal.
I'm just saying, people do that. So I would stay away from any type of gambling. Lotto, it's just something that I feel like we have adopted in our culture, and I'm not really sure why, because it's the odds of winning are just ridiculous. 2 points there, right? That I'll say from what you're saying. Speaking of the people egging you on at the table and stuff. Yeah.
I can remember it was 2017. Yeah, it was 2017. I actually went to Costa Rica with a few of my friends, but me and my friend Kevin, shout out to Kevin. You always watch, likes, and comments on the channel.
What's up, Kevin?
We were playing gin rummy, actually. So not blackjack, but gin rummy, which is a little stricter. And man, they are wiping everybody out at the tables.
Right.
And there's this one guy, he was an American, and I've never seen anything like this in my life. He was probably late 50s, early 60s. Yeah, I know he had an adult child, like 20. So he was either, late 50s, early 60s, something like that.
Yeah.
And this man, we watched him get wiped out. Bam, $1,500. Gone.
Oh, my God.
That man went to the ATM, came back. $2,500 on the table. He didn't blink. And he's like, he's a retired oil and gas guy. He just sits there and he plays. And me and Kevin watched this man spend at least $10,000 at the table.
He lost $10,000 just sitting there. Did he win anything?
He lost probably $7,000, and he still had $3,000. So we just saw him fooling around with $10,000 worth of money at that table, playing gin rummy.
No, sir.
And I was like, that's a fool's errand. No way I've worked. Obviously, I'm assuming, but I think he's a millionaire.
He got that 401k fixed income just for his gambling problem.
And you're gonna go give it all to this casino in Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
Was it,
nah.
Was it in Tamarindo? What place? Costa Rica.
It was on Jaco Beach.
Okay, because they had some casinos out there in Tamarindo, and they actually gave me more money whenever I exchanged for currency.
Oh, okay,
Good. So
good.
shout out to Tamarindo. Anyway,
But yeah, so I was like, nah, man, that'll never be me. I had my same plan, $100. Once it's out, it's out. I'm done. I've had my fun. If I could squeeze out an hour or two, that's a win. You know, but I could see how the environment. I saw him dropping all that money. I was like,
Yeah.
man, I kind of want to play too. I
feel
want to
you,
play
man.
some more too.
yeah, it's enticing. I was out there with my uncle one time in
Costa Rica?
Florida,
Oh, okay.
and it was a small town out there. I think it was kind of by Fort Lauderdale, and we were out there at a casino, and he was winning everything, man. He would put a 20 and come out with an 80. He would put another 20, go to another slot machine, come out with 100. And I'm like, all right, this man already has like, somewhere between $400, $500. I'm like, I'm going to try something here, right?
Yeah.
So I put in my 20 in the same machine that he had won, just like $100 and some dollars. I lost my whole 20.
Well, you don't know the rules. When somebody hits on a slot machine,
It's
you just
over.
don't even touch it.
Yeah,
You don't even touch that machine again.
I know, man. You just want to try it, though. It's a 20,
We're gonna put that in the folder of young equity mistakes. do not use a slot machine after somebody just won on it.
That's true.
Remember that. And then the second point I was gonna make about the lotto. I mean, when they look at the data, no wealthy people are playing on the lotto.
Right.
Very little middle class people playing the lotto. There are some, but not many. But the majority of lotto money comes from the lowest income zip codes in the country.
It's like they market or advertise on some of the commercials. You'll see, some of the guys that look familiar when they're going out there and purchasing these tickets. And I think that we kind of grow up in the community where you don't see a lot of people with money. And so you're like, well, this is the quickest thing that I can get to, the lotto. Ooh, the lotto. Let me get my ticket. Let me go get my scratch off. I mean, that's what my grandfather used to say back in the day. Let me go get my ticket.
Man, I sold lotto tickets, scratch offs for years, man. And when I worked at a grocery store, and never again, I would never, ever participate in something so unethical.
I feel you, man.
And they're making money hands over fist. I mean, thousands would get spent there a day from people. Nobody rich there was spending that money. People just hoping for a break. They never got one.
And then the winners are never from the impoverished areas that give those. I'm trying to say. I'm not even trying to be like that, but like literally, if you look at it, the winners aren't from the hood. Most of them.
Yeah. Well, we'll look at it this way, right? Let me just make it simple.
What's up?
Especially scratch offs, so scratch offs are expensive. Or can be expensive. You get something as little as $1 to $2, but they're buying those $20 ones to try to win 10,000 that they're never gonna get. Look, let's do this. If you got 20 a week to spend on the lotto, don't do that. Get that $80, invest it in the market
Easy.
consistently. Over 10 years, you'll have a whole lot of money.
I don't disagree. And for the people that say the stock market is like gambling, I don't see how that's possible. Maybe it's like gambling if you're trying to day trade, but if you're an investor and you're consistently investing and you're doing your dollar cost averaging, I don't see how it's gambling.
Let me take it a step further. If you take that $80 a month and you start investing that every month from the age of 18, if you do it for 10 years, 28, you know what? I promise you, this is a fact, right? You can come sue me if you want. Nah, don't sue me. I'm joking. But if you invest $80 a month for 10 years from 18 to 28, by the time you're 28, you'll be ready to put a down payment on a house.
Oh, yeah. I don't disagree with that at all. I mean, you got 10 years of compound interest. And,
Yep.
I mean, just the contributions alone will, put you in the game. And then whenever you have your compound interest of at least 7 to 8%, I mean, you're looking at probably somewhere between $50,000 to $100,000 in return in your account value.
So again, you'll be ready to
Yeah,
buy a house. So
for sure.
I don't know, man. It seems easy to me. I just wish I had somebody to tell me that. But yeah, man, gambling,
We can't talk about gambling without bringing up Michael Jordan and The Last Dance.
That guy's on a different playing field, man. The kind of money he was making, $30 million a year from the Bulls. I don't know how many millions from Nike.
Right. Yeah, I mean, but can you imagine sitting in the back of a private jet and just waging bets of $1 million, here and there, 100,000 in the back, playing with, some of the best athletes in the world. I mean, that's like what? Somebody's probably my $100 for Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this guy is amazing. But yeah, I feel like sometimes gambling can plague either your career. He had some issues in the media, and a lot of people, normal people, have issues with their family, their friends, and sometimes they have these bookies that are looking for them.
Oh man, yeah.
So just watch out before you get involved with gambling, and assess your risk.
And I apply the same thing to them. You gambling $3,000-$4,000 a month. Take that, put it in the market, do that for 10 years. You'll come out rich. Straight up. You'll come out rich if you do that.
Yes, sir.
So give yourself 10 years to grow, man. Give yourself 10 years, man. Start having some 10-year plans, man. I promise you'll be a lot more successful that way.
I don't disagree with you, man. I got my 10-year plan, right? I'm going to continue to invest in my Betterment accounts. I'm going to continue to invest in my Fidelity. Hopefully I can pick up a couple more properties with my S-Corp and continue to, pay my mortgage, move to another community that I really love, have children. That's my 10-year plan.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. Am I invited over, man, when you move to your new compound?
For sure.
Okay.
Young Equity Chris. We're going to be millionaire multi.
My original plan is to make it to 1, so we'll see what happens after that.
It's a slow grind to 1, man. But once you get to 100, they say it's easy.
Yeah, that's what they say.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. That's what they say.